You know, if you're a high-tech professional looking to make a career switch, maybe it makes sense to conduct part of your job search on the internet, right? That's where there's a new online service that comes into play. Techies.com is a web portal dedicated to high-tech professionals looking for employment in major cities around the country. Joining us to talk about his company and the service and what it's all about. We've got Dan Frawley with us today. He's the CEO of Techies.com. He joins us today from Minneapolis. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, Bill. Thanks for an invitation.
How does this work? I mean, you know, we've got Monster.com. There are plenty of online job services out there. How's yours different?
That's a great question, Bill. There's several differences that we believe we're very unique. One of those differences is we have a very local focus. Analogy I would use, if you're going to buy a house living in New York, you wouldn't look at a California newspaper. So we have a very specialized local market focus. Additionally, we also focus on technology only. Most other competitors or job boards out there, as we call them, are focused on all jobs to all people. Mm-hmm. Thirdly, we actually promote the company, particularly with the technology professionals. Bill, there's a tremendous shortage of them, and it's changed the balance of power between the employer and the employee. And now the employers have to market themselves as hard as the employees used to have to do it. And we are very much, that's very much a part of what Techies.com does, and that none that we know of do that currently.
So, I mean, you know, nowhere in our tight labor market is it tighter than in technology, you're right. So how does this work? I'm a company, I'm looking for some employees, and I come to you. I'm paying you a fee, and you're putting up a website with my name on it, or how does that work?
Well, we would have already gone into your market. I'll use Minneapolis as an example, Bill. In the Twin Cities area, there's about 30,000 technology professionals, and a little over 20,000 of those professionals currently are members to our site. They come there very frequently. They spend a lot of time on there. And what we do is, that's all free and that's confidential. Mm-hmm. What we do then is we responsibly go to employers and sell them subscriptions or memberships to our site, in which they can access those employees either through job agents and confidentially, or they can actively promote them, trying to entice those large numbers of technology professionals on our site to visit them.
So the employers pay you, but the employees do not. Is that how that works?
That's correct.
Okay. What kind of jobs are we talking about? Are these quality jobs?
Oh, there's all kinds of jobs, from CIOs all the way to an entry-level programmer. It's pretty much reflective of the whole market. But
now you're emphasizing this local angle, but if I live in New York and I'm looking for a job anywhere, doesn't matter, I can still do that, right?
Yes, you can't have the ability to trigger switches on and off. There is a certain segment of the population that is we call willing to travel or relocate. That's generally 5 or 10%. But the bulk of the folks prefer to relocate or work. Matter of fact, not only within their city, but often within a very specific sub-geography within that city.
Is that right? That's interesting.
Yes, very important.
So the way you make money is just from these fees that the employers pay you. Are you advertiser supported it as well, or not?
At this point, no. We'll believe we're pursuing that opportunity within the next year. We're currently focused on the recruitment market. That's a sizable market, significantly greater than the current online advertising.
Yeah. We're showing a graphic right here that says you don't allow headhunters, by the way, to post job listings. Why not?
That's correct. Because of the balance of power is shifted, it's very important that we provide a relatively even playing field. And headhunters have a tremendous financial incentive to be much more aggressive. They tend to have 100% of their focus allocated to shopping for these people. So the average HR department in a Fortune 500 company often has great difficulty competing with that effort. So that's why we exclude headhunters. Yeah,
but this is a tight labor market, and you're going to get those types out there.
That's for sure.
How do you screen them out?
Well, we ask them that the old-fashioned way. We ask them the question, and if they do, they ask them not to pursue those activities, and then we can generally find out from the candidates, Bill, because the candidates don't like it. Yeah. And as soon as they call us and notify us, we immediately take that headhunter off the site. We've kept it under pretty good control.
Dan, nice to see you. Good luck with that. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Bill.
Dan Frawley, the Chief Executive of Techies.com. That's their address as well, joining us from Minneapolis today.